The humid Kolkata night pressed in. A monsoon was brewing. I sat in my small flat trying to read. Power flickered. The single bulb dimmed, casting long shadows. Unease prickled my skin. I went to the window. Rain hammered the corrugated iron roofs below. Across the narrow alley, windows were dark. The city felt strangely still, holding its breath. An unsettling silence had settled, broken only by the rhythmic drumming of the rain. I returned to my book, but the words wouldn't settle. Every creak of the building, every rustle of leaves outside my window amplified the growing disquiet. Something felt wrong, a shift in the atmosphere I couldn't quite place. A noise, soft and indistinct, filtered through the downpour. I paused, listening intently. It came again, a low murmur, like voices whispering just beyond the edge of hearing. It seemed to emanate from the abandoned building opposite. I told myself it was the wind, the storm, playing tricks on my ears, but the whispers continued, growing louder, weaving themselves into the fabric of the night. My pulse quickened. This was no trick of the wind. Suddenly the bulb in my room died completely, plunging me into darkness. Fear, cold and sharp, tightened its grip. The whispering intensified, swirling around me, a chorus of disembodied voices in the dark. I fumbled for my phone, the weak beam of its flashlight cutting through the oppressive darkness. Across the alleyway, a window in the abandoned building glowed faintly. Then I saw it. A figure, tall and skeletal, silhouetted against the dim light. It moved slowly, deliberately, its form wavering like heat haze. My breath caught in my throat. Terror rooted me to the spot, my blood turning to ice in my veins. The figure turned its head, and for a fleeting second I could have sworn it looked directly at me, its eyes two burning embers in the darkness. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, it was gone, swallowed by the shadows. The whispering ceased. The oppressive atmosphere lifted. Dawn eventually broke, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. The storm had passed, leaving behind a city washed clean and sparkling in the morning light. But the memory of that night, of the whispers and the shadowy figure, lingered. Had it been real, or a figment of my imagination, fueled by the storm and the oppressive heat? I searched for rational explanations, but none felt sufficient. Even now, years later, whenever I recall that night in Kolkata, a shiver crawls down my spine. The rational part of my mind dismisses it as a nightmare, but a primal fear whispers that some things cannot be explained, only endured. The question remains, a chilling echo in the corridors of my memory. What did I see that night in the heart of Kolkata's darkness?